slobber, sneezy. Oh. Ah. Yeah, you need something. I'll have to figure that out. Excuse me. Good morning, YouTube family. Let's see if I can see through the fence at my chicken's eye. You can see a little bit of it. So I've got a pickle with my chicken's eye, and I don't know what to do. Let's see if I can pet it from this side. What you doing? It's got some green now and it didn't. So infection is what that means. So probably wouldn't hurt now. Excuse me, ladies. Probably wouldn't hurt now to get some eye salve. I haven't did a garden update. I'm gonna walk up here because I just think these are the prettiest blooms. We've had some, give me a minute. We got okra and green beans up here, and we finally have some poking their little heads out. Hang on. See it poking its little head out? Ain't it beautiful? There's some more. It's kind of hard when you have such rocky soil like we have. It takes a minute. Like this big old rock right here. It could be just blocking a bean. It's not, but it could be. The bean will get around. God created them that way. It'll get around. I don't see, I seen one yesterday down here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is, poking its little head out. Let's check down here. I don't see much yet. It'll come. I think this row's okra. It takes longer to come up. Okra like hot weather. It takes time. I just want to show you my beautiful blooms. I still ain't got nothing on my grapevine. It's not dead though. This crazy camera don't want to focus in. But it's beautiful. These, look at this beautiful apple tree. That is just the prettiest picture. That's like a bouquet that goes into my hair. It's so pretty. I mean, they're so pretty. And let me be clear. Oh, spiderweb. I know nothing about apple trees. Oh, there's a bee on that one. Huh. Oh, where'd you go? Over here. He's doing his pollen game. I know nothing about pruning, cutting, anything along those lines. This one's still got some blooms. It's nowhere near as pretty as that tree. And my other tree, which I swear is a plum, but I need it to do something so I can find out. These are flatter blooms. They're not as, I don't know, they're not as buckety looking. They're still beautiful. My blueberry bush is still, this is my, I think, plum tree, but I'm not sure. Still not doing nothing. I said I was gonna give it time until, yeah, it's pretty fragile. It cracks. If it's green inside, it should have like, that one's got some buoyancy. Nope, it cracks down. I think it's dead or dying. But like I said, see, these look completely dead to me, but I could be wrong. This one right here. But look, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't think it's a happy tree. It has no green on those. Here's my blueberry bush. I got to get out here and trim again where the grass is coming up around this one. It's gonna take it over till it gets big enough. It's just, they're just beautiful. So pretty. So in the house I have planted, we started 2 more of each tomato, well, except for one. I can't remember the one that we didn't start. So these 2 survived. They still got some yellow tip, but I think they'll be fine. And then this one survived down here. You always see more of my shadow than you do the plant. See, they just got some yellow tip. I think they're gonna be okay. This one survived. We're not sure about this one. It's puny and petally and everything. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, look, I want to set y'all up. I can't do that. I can't do that gently with one hand. Okay. I got that down to just a sprig. If it lives, it lives. If it don't, it don't. I think these are that yellow tomato that we don't know the name of. It's an acid-free. It's delicious. Seeds we got from a friend in Georgia. I've said that. I'm gonna pick this random little onion-looking thing up. These are cayenne. I had to go back on our YouTube videos. They survived. And we have one down here that needs to be TLC'd, like the other one. Sorry, didn't mean to cut ring. I'm just picking off the dead so that the tomato has a fighting chance. I'm trying not to harm the actual bottom. I think it'll come back. It'll be slow. It'll come back. And then this one. I also have some, but I can't remember what I planted on this other side. That's grass. But here is cucumbers coming up. And then right here is 2 Amish paste tomatoes. My other, well, I had 3 here. They died. See, there's one dead. And then there was something over there. But over here, I can't 100% remember what I planted. I think it's lettuce. But I think I got lettuce coming up over here. Not right here. I can't remember what I planted here. I would benefit greatly from more tags, but I think right here is lettuce, and right here, all the way down that line. And I think I just did different varieties. I had a pack of variety lettuce that I had bought. So we'll see. As the saying goes, we'll see when it comes up. And I think I decided in this bed, I'm going to do some miniature sunflowers. I'll probably regret that, but as long as it's not near the okra and me and wasp don't get along very well. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Andy said he's seen something coming up down here. We have the rockiest soil. This is corn, the kind we freeze and eat. Not like feed corn. I'm not seeing nothing yet. Oh, maybe right there. See it right there. Maybe. I see that, and I think that's a weed, but I'll wait on that one. It's so hard to see when it's coming up through these rocks unless it's got a good head start. Like I said, this rock could be keeping something. This clod. It'll come up though. Oh, that might be some right there, maybe. Yep, I think that is right. Well, you can't see that. Right there. All right. That's the garden right now. Oh, I do have some, like I said, flowers that I planted. I don't remember what I planted. I just like to look at stuff. But I think I put a couple bulbs and seeds over in these. They're coming up. See, there's one right there. Nothing much more. Oh, wait, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this side is my 3 bulbs. So I think I've got one here, here, like here, and right there. This side was, get away from me, like a wildflower, I think. And my elderberry bush is doing fabulous. It'll have elderberries on it for long, and I'll be filming all that. So pretty. That's all for right now. I'll pick back up when we get into something. All right. Shh. Go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth. Now. Maybe later after you brush your teeth. Go.
Please.
All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I want that to be known. I'm going to get my chicken and try to put some of this on there. Silver Miracles Colloidal Silver Gel. We have used colloidal silver around here, and I Googled, and it says, and I kind of knew that, but I don't know what's safe for chickens and what's not. Okay, hang on. Somebody's going to have to be put down. And I'm trying not to get my gloves too dirty because I'm about to give just a minute, please. I think I'm going to try to go inside the thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. get my camera. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know y'all want grass, but we got a garden. We can't. Okay. Like I said, I need to put a disclaimer at the bottom, and if I remember, I will. To say, don't do what I do, because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my gloves got caught. Okay. I need to find my chicken. So I'm going to try to turn the camera up so you can kind of see. Maybe. Alright, I know you're not here because you won't never hang out. So right here we go. Come here. Come here. Come here, blind chicken. Come here. Come here.
Have you already done it?
No. Okay. All right, we're gonna get that out, and we're gonna get you some ointment. We is. Jacob, will you go get me a little bit of grass, please? What you doing? What you doing? I know y'all can't see that. Come here. Come here. The less I touch, the better. Come here. Come here. Come here, chicken. I can't get the crazy glove on. 10 minutes later, I'm just trying to get the glove on. Why? That chicken ain't pecked me since I kicked it. Oh no, I lost the fish wipe. Okay. Come here. Come here. Okay, that ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly, so we're just gonna use some of this. Shouldn't hurt. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. No, don't shake it off. Well, I'm just trying to help you.
I want to see. Here, Mom.
No, come here. Nope, nope. Can't even tell if I'm on your eyeball.
You weren't.
Well, I'm enough there, because I can see it all over its face.
Here.
Here. Here. Okay.
Mama, how am I going to get down? They're all over me.
Jacob, just walk.
I ain't letting
Well,
them.
you're stuck then.
Get it.
Okay.
I called them.
What you gonna do? I wish I had somebody to hold that to film that better, but here we are.
Now, can I do it?
No, let me do it. You film. Just film the bucket, film it getting water, film all those things.
That's the bucket we're going to put water in. My mama turned on this pack. I didn't do that. Dad did.
I didn't do it on purpose.
There's all the water. That's how much we give them, really.
Come on.
One of them is the
I
blind.
know you're thirsty. Got it. You ain't out. You just left.
There's the blind one. And if y'all can't see it, it's that one right there. Probably the blind one, I think. Okay. Where's the blind one, Mama?
It was over there behind the thing when I was coming up, but I'm not sure now.
Let's
You
go.
can show the mower now, and then we gotta leave.
Well, this is our John Deere mower. There's the blade. That's that yellow thing right there. That's what broke. Maybe if y'all can't see that pulley, it broke. So we have to fix that so where we can mow.
Okay, chicken's medicated. however well, I don't know. Not good at that. And that clump's a little harder than I thought it would be. So, on to the next task. We got to go cut our aunt's grass. And then I may film some of that. I may not. Depends how much I have to be inside. I like to sit and talk to her. It's more important. So, all right. Tomorrow at our church, we are going to have a sunrise service. And then after, let me turn this up a little bit. And after, we're going to have breakfast. So, I am going to make biscuits. Now, let me say really quickly, I can make homemade biscuits, scratch all the way. Sometimes, and I've got multiple recipes in that box that are good. They're just not great. So when I want a fail-safe biscuit that is half homemade, I call it half homemade, I use this. This is Southern Biscuits Formula Ale Complete Biscuit Mix. You have to roll it and shape it. Well, you don't have to, I guess. I guess you could pat them out if you wanted to. You still have to mix and roll and shape to get your biscuit. But they're fail-safes. Like, you just add buttermilk. So, when I want all I got to do is worry about the bottom of the biscuit browning biscuit. That's what I do. So, we're going to start, and I'm not really sure yet how many I'm going to make. It's actually got on the back here the biscuit recipe and then a cheddar drop. Never done that. Pancakes and a simple cobbler. I bet all are delicious because this has golden shortening. It looks like butter, but I guess it's just shortening. Flakes in there. I'll show you if I can get the camera to zoom. Makes 24 2-inch. I'm probably gonna double because it only makes 8 3-inch biscuits, so I'm probably gonna double the recipe that it calls for. And that way, and no, we don't have that many people going to our church. We have a very small church, but if someone wants to take some home, I would rather have enough than not enough. I also have bacon in the oven. I need bacon grease because I got to make gravy, and I'll video that too. So, the recipe for these calls for 3 1/4 cups of this biscuit mix. So, I've got to do that twice. Do I? Okay. Let me make sure my thing is completely dry. I don't want all of it sticking. I've already wiped off my counter, got it all good and ready, and I'm just going to be covered in flour. You just accept it and move on. It's part of cooking. Okay. So 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4 cup. I don't think you're going to be able to see the flakes of the... And I got this at Food Line. It's on the top shelf. And no, they don't have a bigger... Yeah, you can kind of see. Yep, see the orange flake? It's like... I guess it's meant to look like butter. Okay, 1... 2... 3... And I'm going to cover myself and then my 4th. 1/4. I'm not loose in there. You wouldn't be able to sift this if you're that kind of person who needs to sift. 1, 2. As I said, I'm already covered in flour. 3. Come here, mister. And 1/4. Okay. That I went, let's see, I'll show you. That's how far down the bag I went, so that's what I got left. I'll roll it back up so I can see the recipe. All right, and then 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I thought I had a buttermilk. I do. I got an older and a newer. Try the older first. Shut my window. I had a fly. I wanted to get out. Don't think you listened. gonna loosen this up a little bit. Also, I have my bacon in the oven on a foil lined baking sheet. I have no recipe for that. I put my oven on 425, and when you're beginning to smell bacon in your house so strong, not burnt bacon, just bacon, go check it and see how far it is. Because I have noticed that pans cook differently. This pan that I have had for years, this one, I've had it for years, cooks really fast. I'm talking fast. These silver pans that I got at Sam's Club, they cook slower. They just look at your bacon and you just watch it. I just watch it. When I start to smell it, I just keep checking on it. Okay, this is just whole buttermilk, and it said 1 1/4, so I'm gonna do 2 of those. I'm doubling my recipe. So 1, 2, and typically if I wasn't videoing, I would just eyeball this and the other one, but I'm not going to. Okay, there's my 2 times that. And if I had any smarts, I'd put me on an apron. The lady at our church made me a neck apron thing, and every time I tell myself, you should put that on. But I don't. Let me put this up, because I can't stand a cluttered kitchen. I'm not that person who cleans my kitchen before I cook. Can't stand it. Okay. Here's my... I'm going to have more flour. But I'm not going to use... That's not going to work.
This all my stuff?
Yeah.
Huh? You on the camera?
No. Okay. I'm just grabbing some all-purpose flour to roll it out on the counter. Hold on, let me move everything out the way. Come a little closer. And you're just gonna watch me mix it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lay out some flour. I've already wiped my counter off. Gotta get my rolling pin too. Move this to the side. Give it a good spread. Dump it out. Just got to get it all incorporated. I'm telling you, these are fail-safe biscuits. That's the kind of biscuits I like. Like I said, I've got one of the recipe that I have that I make the most around here, because they're not beautiful, is it's like a butter drop biscuit. And I really like that recipe, but it is not pretty, and you end up with cat head biscuits. If you don't know what a cat head biscuit is, it's a very large biscuit, and it's often misshapen. It ain't a beautiful, proper Hardee's looking biscuit, or Bojangles, or whatever I need a little bit more flour. I'm a little sticky. You know you're a little sticky when it does this right here. A good floured dough will not stick that hard much to your hands. Like that, but it's not a good floured dough, won't do that. So grab a little bit more flour. And just, you can actually touch it and nothing will get stuck to your hands. Now you don't want way too much flour, there is a line. You just work it. You happy work it. I'm getting stuck to the counter, which I don't want. I'll pick it up, get a little bit more flour. Okay. I try to get into some sort of shape, typically a square. And I should have got my rolling pin out, but I didn't. Put all these little sporadic pieces on there. Work them in. Let me get my rolling pin. Okay. Flour my rolling pin real nice. Now, something I have noticed is this does not rise. So, what you cut's what you get. I mean, okay, it rises just a hair, but not like, you know, not like you're thinking it does. So, I grab, whatever. I don't want a really tiny biscuit. I normally grab this. Let's see if I can use this. We'll try this one. If I have to make more, I normally just grab a cup that I like. This is just a glass old cup that we have. This is gonna make big biscuits. Work it around, it'll release. And it makes a beautiful edge on your beautiful biscuits. Do it again. Twist it, wiggle it around. You can get that one. Okay. If I gotta make a second batch, then so be it. I want pretty biscuits. Mold your dough back together. Roll it back out to a good suitable size. Let me get a little bit of flour. I'm getting a little sticky, and my cup will stick, and that won't make pretty edges. You don't want your cup sticking. See, still making beautiful biscuits. It's a fail-safe biscuit. Okay. What do I think? I think I can get one right here. Okay, do it again. You don't crazy work your dough. I don't remember why. I've heard for years the different reasons. I just try to reform it. You know, and just do it in as little motions as I can. Still getting a little sticky. I might be able to get to, no, I don't know. I don't know. should have floured. Try this one. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's flour the bar. I got enough. I got 3, 6, 9, 12. I got 12. All I was left with is a little piece. It's not enough. It's not enough to make me happy. So, I'm going to lay that aside. And I'm going to make me some more. I'll make one more batch, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let me do... I don't want to cook on that pan, and I've got... Let me figure out what I'm going to do. I decided to make another batch, and also about burnt my bacon. That's what happens when I get to talking and I'm not thinking. Luckily, I didn't burn it. I just almost burnt it. So people who like rubbery bacon won't like it. And I'm really just cooking it for the bacon grease to make gravy. I eat it in the mornings. That's 2. I need 3. 3. And 1/4. And there's not even enough in there to do much of anything with it. But I bought 2 bags because they had it on sale at the grocery store. So. Oh wait, wrong one. Getting ahead of myself. Oh, looky there, I stopped right in time. 1/4. Okay. Very little in there. Okay, let's mix it up. Y'all done seen that, but I'll move it over here again. Let me rinse my cups. I can't take that. Pretty close. What you doing? No, you can go play outside. It's beautiful outside. If you guys sit on the porch, that's fine. Go ride your bike. Go ride your dirt bike.
I can't.
Why? Oh, yeah, your tires. I need to order some of those. Ride your bike. Go ride your bike over that bump brother made you. Ah.
I'm scared.
Oh, good gracious.
I literally go almost over my handlebars.
Don't go as fast. You've jumped up that high out there in the field. Okay. Let me dry my hands off real good.
But for some reason, it makes my back do this.
My hands are
When I was jumping in the field, it made me do this. And then land soft like an
Alright.
airplane.
Gonna flour my surface again.
Can I do it?
No, not right now.
What if I wash my hands?
Not right now. Go play outside, please.
No.
Flour my surface. Flour my batter.
You don't even want me in here?
It ain't got nothing to do with that. You can sit there and watch all you want.
And my mama is a chef.
I'm not a chef.
He's good at it.
I'm a southern cook all day long. And it's sticking to my hands.
It's not supposed to.
No.
That much flour. Flour does make your hands not stick, but
Alright, I gotta get me another pan for my,
they smell good.
don't mess with them. Hey.
I'm smelling.
Well, no, people who eat them don't want your nose on them.
Is this for tomorrow?
Yep.
I do that. I love doing that.
I hear you. Go play outside.
No.
Go.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use the pan that I said cooks really fast. Then we'll get in trouble because these will brown faster. So I'm gonna put them, where am I gonna put them? Probably up higher. Let me pop a little spray on the pan if I got any.
Look, I did that.
Oh, baby.
I see it.
Actually, will you grab me the Crisco right there, please? My hands are dirty. Real.
I don't know if you'll let me do the Crisco.
I don't. It's right there above your head. Blue.
Can I do the Crisco?
Not right now, okay? Normally I let you have, but not right now. All right, I'm just gonna take some in my hand, right there, and I'm gonna smear it on the pan. You just work it in there. I got a little flour on my hand too. Won't hurt a single thing.
Because it goes to the bread. And if y'all don't know, if you make them little
Don't
things,
touch.
you make a baby biscuit. Right, Mom?
I don't know how fast that baby biscuit would cook. It would cook super fast. Okay, let's grab just a little bit of flour.
Bless me.
I just don't want it sticking. Okay, we've got,
I'll tell you one thing, them things smell good.
it's just dough. All right.
No, I don't
Should I have added that to that? I might add it to the last little bit. I done told you no, sweetie.
That was my favorite part.
Okay. Go play outside.
Mom, don't you let me do this?
Go play outside. Uh-oh. That is very sticky. And I don't want it that sticky.
No, what's wrong with that piece?
It was extra from the last batch.
Why don't you put it in that?
I probably will when I get to the end. My inside of my dough is a little stickier because I didn't roll it in as much as I should have needed it.
No, you could put one right there.
Hey, shh. It's okay to watch, but you don't have to put your input on everything. Like I said, they don't rise much. Don't go too thin.
That's the biggest one out of them. No. Give it a good roll.
Why don't you go outside and help Daddy do the building?
You don't want me yet.
Well, probably because it's... Go ask Daddy if he flipped the breaker. Please, sir.
He said no.
Does he want me to flip it? Go ask him.
Dad, do you want Mama to flip the breaker? She said no.
Okay.
Right, 'cause you got music
I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with that. I'm about left over with what I was.
Why don't you try?
Try what? I don't...
Why don't you try to make a baby biscuit?
No, because it'll cook faster than those, and then I'll have a burnt biscuit. I'm already going to have to watch that pan like nobody's business. Okay. Let me clean my mess up.
Mama, can I make
My
one?
oven is
Can I
preheated.
do one of my recipes?
No, not right now. No.
How long did you make the video? 8 minutes. Are you gonna use
Look,
it?
I'll tell you what. I'll make you...
Can I do it? What are you making? Are you making me one of them kind of biscuits? A snake biscuit? How
Give me a
long?
minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Guys, I don't even know what she's making. Probably a weenie.
How do you make a weenie out of a piece of bread?
What are you making?
I'll show you in just a minute.
Probably.
It'll probably burn. Because I'm not going to remember it's in there. And it's gonna be on that one pan.
Is it gonna be a snake? Tell me, Mama.
No, it's not gonna be a snake. You know Daddy don't like snakes.
You think is it gonna be a heart? She made me a heart. Perfect.
Alright, I'll have to reshape it on the pan because that ain't gonna fly.
So guys, if y'all wonder what my dad's doing, he's outside doing power work. If y'all want to go see him.
No, he ain't carrying my phone.
So
All right.
yeah.
I made a heart. It'll probably burn. Because I'm not going to remember it's in there. Okay, don't mess with it. I got to keep it right there. All right, now,
What are you gonna make?
I got to clean up my big old mess.
I'll put this up.
Thank you.
In the cup, I washed the cup.
What happened to my bag stuck? No,
I'll wash it.
I hear you, and I no, thank you. All right, I'm gonna rinse my hands. I want that in a baggie. Can you get one of them grocery bags?
Grocery bag?
Yeah, put that one that's
I
open.
don't know if I can.
I think you can. There's so
No.
many. You can't reach one? Oh, tippy toes, boy. Try again. All right, we're gonna put
I stuck it.
my biscuits in the oven.
I can't.
Let me see if I can decide how I want to do this. All right, these are gonna cook slower. And then these are gonna cook faster, so I'm gonna stick them high.
One ain't going in
The
the
bacon's cool enough. Look, I about burnt it. It's not burnt, but I almost burnt it. Too busy making bread. All right, let me clean my mess up, and I'll show you the biscuits when they get out. It turned out fine. Ain't it cute? Biscuits are done. Hang on, I'll show you my biscuits. I will show, let me just pick up the camera before I keep, so I don't burn myself. So, I'm just gonna show you real fast the difference in these pans. So, these are my biscuits. This is the silver pan with aluminum foil. So they brown better with the aluminum foil, but the top doesn't get as brown. This pan doesn't brown as good on the bottom. Well, okay, I had this on the top. I had it away from the direct heat. So look how much, like, it's just brown on top and the bottom. These are browner on the bottom, but not as done on the top. It's just the cooking of the pans. It's crazy. But I watched them like a hawk. So they're done. I'm gonna let them cool. And then, you gotta let them cool completely before you put them in a bag, so I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to try by recipe because I've never made them. I had an older man at our church. His name was Don. And he would always make me peanut butter. I don't know if they're called peanut butter drop cookies. I don't remember what he called them. They're like peanut butter oatmeal cookies. But he'd always bring me them in an oatmeal can or tub or whatever you call this thing. He'd always bring them to me that way. And it was the sweetest thing ever. So, problem is, the only thing on this list I don't have because I ran out is vanilla extract. But I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup because that'll give it a direction. My best friend a long time ago made me some homemade vanilla extract for Christmas. And you have to let these sit forever. I'm talking like 4 months, something like that. I have put some alcohol back in here, but it takes forever. So I don't have, and I don't know if you know, but vanilla bean at Walmart is like $15 for 2 beans. I'm going to try to find me some cheaper. I found a company, and I've never used it, that Azure Standard or however you say that. I don't have room to store bulk, but I'm thinking about it. I'm processing. Okay. This recipe calls first for a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Now, what I'm going to do is put all my ingredients in a pot first, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, never made this before. I've made cakes and things, but I've never made drop cookies. So we're going to try. together. Now, it calls for 1.5 cups of firmly packed brown sugar. Light or dark, doesn't matter. So, I am a rule follower for the most part when it comes to baking. Now, whatever you call the other, Southern cooking, I am not. I just throw what I think works. Okay, so we're gonna do 1. I'm making a mess. But I don't know if you know this, but brown sugar is just white sugar mixed with molasses. All the years I thought different till I started cooking. Okay, I'm gonna pack it because it says firmly packed. And I want to give these their best go. Oh, you can't see me. Sorry. Let's turn you down there. I'm gonna pack this in. Okay, there's 1. Come out in a clump. And then we're gonna 1/2 cup. I love the way that brown sugar looks like kinetic sand. Okay. Y'all didn't see that. Okay, I just cleaned off my bar, so I am not about to waste this sugar. And I'll sleep when I'm done. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Push it down. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm gonna rinse these off because I'm not sure if I'm... I put a little honey and butter on Jacob's heart biscuit. I'll put a picture up here of it, and he loved it. He said, Mom, can you make me another one? I said, no, only made 1. Okay, now I need my 1/2 cup of milk. Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah, butter goes in there too. So let's go ahead and put 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Here is my 1/2 cup. Let's grab. I'm gonna go down because I just put a fresh stick of butter in here. So I'm gonna go down a little bit and grab the lower butter. Before I get the higher butter. See, I have lower butter and I have a stick in there that I had just put in there. So I'm gonna get the older butter because it's not completely melted yet or softened. 1/2 cup. I'm gonna throw this in there. It doesn't say softened because it's gonna melt it on the stove. So if you have to do the stick, then do the stick. I am that person who never ever remembers to soften my butter. It's always ending up in a microwave or on the stove while it's preheating. I've done that a bunch. Okay, there is 1/2 cup of butter. I need to get that off the top of my... I need 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, it says in a saucepan and cook over medium heat, stirring occasionally. Let me rinse my butter thing out because I can't leave that dirty. I gotta get my biscuits off the oven. Let me get my biscuits off the oven. I'm not gonna put them in their packages, but I'm going to not burn myself and take them off. That's gonna burn me. I'm gonna switch places. I'm gonna put my biscuits over here. They're not so hot they're gonna burn my counter, but they are still too hot to go in a baggie. Especially since the oven's still hot. Okay. Now, let me move this out the way. Let me move the camera and find a spot. Maybe? Right there. Alright, we're going to stick this on medium heat. And I will come back. That's what it looks like. And we'll come back after it gets melted. Alright, we're getting very close to everything melted. I got one little piece of butter in there still. I don't feel no grittiness, so when that piece melts. The next part of the instructions says for 1 minute. Hold on. Can't remember if it says. Yeah. It says to turn it on medium high, which is what we're about to do. You bring it up to a boil, and when it begins to boil, you let that happen for 1 minute and then take it off, is what it says. So we're going to try that. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep stirring, but I'm going to. Just to make sure all the sugar is melted. It'll boil faster with a lid, but I don't know what that condensation's gonna do because I don't think I'm gonna introduce water. It doesn't say cover, so right now I'm just gonna follow the directions. Stir it, let it do its thing, and everything else you add after this, you don't put it on heat. You're just mixing it together. So what I'm gonna do. I got it on medium high heat and I'm gonna wait for it to boil. I have begun to boil. See it? Well, you can't see it as good from that corner. See? So I turn my timer on 1 minute and it says let it go for 1 minute. It's probably gonna bubble up faster than I'm ready for. So I'm gonna watch it like a hawk. I'll pick it up if I need to because it's getting higher and higher. Seeing what it smelled like. It really just smells like a sweet butter. What, baby? Why? Who's up there?
I don't know. Someone in a Toyota. I think it's one of the friends.
Did you ask Daddy?
No. I'll go ask. If he says yes, could
I guess for a little bit. You come down in a little bit. You don't stay too long. Alright, I boiled. I took it off the heat. Now, let me put you over here because I liked you better over there. Okay. Now, it says, remove the pan from heat. Hold on, let me put down a paper towel or something because I don't want all that on my counter because then I just got to scrub it off. Okay. What did Daddy say? What did Daddy say?
He said no, and then I told.
Daddy said no.
No, he didn't know your question.
No, Daddy said no. I don't know who that is.
I do, Mom. It's one of our friends.
Daddy said no. All right, peanut butter. It's gonna be 1 cup of PB. About there. You're a little bit too far. I don't do that on purpose. Let's see if we can get you a little closer. There we go. Okay. I just got peanut butter on there. What's new? Okay. I'm gonna stir in my peanut butter. Just for the sake of the spoon, I'm gonna use this spoon. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can you see? It's getting gooey and yummy looking. Alright, I'm gonna add in, by my call, where in the world did I put my eggs? I'm gonna add in about 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. I wish I had vanilla extract, but here we are. Let it continue to do its thing. And then I'm gonna put in 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm trying to decide what kind of salt to use. What is this? This is half. Where's my... Should have had that out already. That's one thing in my house that disappears so fast. Is the little... I have one on a ring somewhere. I ain't never seen me find it when I need it. What's this one? Half. Okay, we're just gonna do 2, and I'm gonna forget trying to find. What's this one? Yeah. This is a half, so I'm just gonna do 2 halves of a teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna do it right here over my bowl so I don't get in way too much. That seems like a lot. I'm just gonna do... Should I follow the recipe? This is the life I live. That seems like a lot. Smells good. I like peanut butter. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. Because there's salt in the peanut butter. Okay. I might add just a little bit more. Y'all, look, this is the life I live. I tasted it. Needed something else. Okay. Now all you add at this point is your oats. Switch fingers. Yeah. I don't know what that maple syrup is doing, but it's delicious. Okay. 3 cups. Did I wash? What did I do? Okay, I got my peanut butter all over my cup. I'm gonna switch to my older ones. Rinse it out. All right. 3 cups of oats. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see where we're at when we mix that all up. You bound and determined to break that tennis racket. Ain't no fixing it a little bit. You don't hit so hard. You should just be whacking carpenter beads. looking pretty good if you ask me. Let me get all these off of there. All right. I'm going to stir a little bit with this before I dump with it because there was just a little bit of maple syrup on it. Let's see if these, yeah. Okay. Now, all you do, it says, is drop by tablespoons on the thing. You don't cook no more or nothing. You just lay them out. So I'm going to turn you around here. Direct you to the baking sheet. Give you a good view. And see how runny this is when I drop it. Ain't that just precious? Item for the day. No, just kidding. I gotta make gravy sometime. This is supper. Typically I put it in the crock pot in the morning, but I ain't got time for that because I forgot. So we're gonna do it on the oven, which is faster. This is what we've always called taco soup. Super easy, super delicious. I mean, it is a crowd pleaser. The thing I made the other night with the stuffing and the chicken was not a crowd pleaser. I don't know if you could see my face, but I made it's ridiculous face. It's, okay, let me back my train up while my hamburger meat's browning and I'll tell you. The guy that we help feed, no, we don't help feed him. We help him feed. There we go. He feeds the homeless. And that meal that I made is a crowd pleaser for the homeless. Now, they're apparently not as picky. They just want food, but they love it. So, I've made it countless times. Now, I've made it with different stuff. Like, one time, you know, I have put cream of chicken. I've made it with turkey stuffing, and just, I've changed it up. So, I didn't taste it. Typically I don't eat what I cook. I just don't. I eat a vegetable and some meat or nothing, typically. So, I didn't even taste it. So I just kind of go off of and Andy said it was kind of bland, which I could fix that, but I would add vegetables to it because I like vegetables and I try to eat the vegetables if I ate it. And that would probably work. Like, I'm not sure. Would it be better with a little kick? Would it be, like there's so many things I could do, but it wasn't close enough to a crowd pleaser for me. So that probably won't be a staple in the house. Now, still, homeless people love it. So, all I'm doing now, like I said, this is taco soup, super easy. I refrain from boring you from me opening a bunch of cans because that's what's coming. You brown your hamburger meat, and then it's just a bunch of seasonings, and you just let it marinate for, you'll learn. I don't follow recipes when it comes to this kind of cooking. I just cook what I know I like. And this, I'll show you when it begins to boil around the edges, because everything you're putting in here is already cooked. You just need it to season. You just need it to marinate. So that's why I typically do it in the crock pot, because it just marinates all day. Like I said, I forgot. So we're browning the hamburger meat. I'll jump back over on here when it's time to incorporate everything. This is the crock. We eat it with tortilla chips, and you can eat it with cheese on top or sour cream, however it pleases you. It's up to you. You can even make it hotter. I'll show you how to do that, but I'll show you in a minute. All right, we are ready to start incorporating. When your ground beef gets a sound kind of like popcorn, it's getting good and brown, starting to fry. You can drain it and get it to that point faster. I just typically don't. Okay, I turned it down a little bit so I can kind of see what's going on in the pan. Now, to make this hotter, you do more Rotel than what I do. And you do more of this than what I do. Okay? That's how you make this hotter. I take and I drain everything but the tomatoes. So everything's drained except for the tomatoes. You can even drain this and it'll calm down the heat a little bit, but I keep the tomatoes. So 2 cans of Rotel. Got me a trash can over here. So 2 cans of Rotel tomatoes. I don't do extra hot. You could change that too. If you like stuff crazy hot, do it. We don't. Not that hot. Now, here's diced tomatoes. No flavorings, just diced tomatoes. Like I said, I don't drain these. Diced tomatoes. I'm going to do 3 cans right now and just see where I'm at. Corn, whole sweet corn, drained. Another can. The corn actually makes this taste better. It's like the pop of sweet. So I do 2 cans of that. Now, beans. These are dark red kidney beans, drained. Pinto beans, drained as best you can. Because pinto beans are very soupy anyways. My daughter would hear, she would say, yuck, Mama, that sounds terrible. Another kidney bean. Kidney beans make it. The only thing about kidney beans is if you don't let this boil a little bit, you're going to have a hard kidney bean. Okay. Let me stir before I have 1 more can of tomatoes. I probably just will add it just because I opened it. I do 1 pack of taco seasoning. You can add more. I have done it many different ways. Okay. This is where the yummy comes in because I've already got my spice and my taco flavor in there from the Rotel. This is just ranch powder. I buy it on the Look, my spoon don't fit. Man, I'm going to do it this way. 3 tablespoons is what's in a pack of ranch mix. So I'm going to do 3. Okay. And I typically do 2 packs of ranch. Oh my goodness, I come so close. Hold on, there's another one. I have an unopened one. Now, one day, I'd like to be that person that makes their own ranch mix, but I'm not right now. Black pepper, same, Badia on the ethnic aisle. I'm telling y'all, spices are cheaper on the ethnic aisle. I put a little crushed black pepper in here, so I'm going to stir that or shake that up a little bit. And then the thing I forgot, salt. I'm going to mix it. I've got some Edmonds mineral salt here. I'm going to mix it with some iodized salt. Don't have to use so much Redmond's. I just taste it for the salt, okay? Tomatoes, if you don't know, salt helps a tomato. Now, all you do is pick a better spoon than what I got, and you mix it. You get all them spices and everything in your powders. My daughter was here, y'all. I'm telling you, she'd be like, Mama, that sounds so gross. Okay. I got my 1 can of tomatoes. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It won't hurt a single thing. Can't even tell. Alright. The trick to making this yummier. Let it simmer for at least, I don't know if this is the right lid. Yep, okay. Let this simmer for at least, 30 minutes, an hour. Crock pot is the best. And you don't want it to boil. You just want it to simmer. And I'll try to show you. That's all you put in here. Now, I will taste it because you're going to add salt. That's something that you just learn as you cook. If something doesn't taste right, you just add some salt because salt makes all the flavors come out. So, I'm going to let that sit. I'll show you it when it simmers a little bit, and that'll be supper with some tortilla chips. All right, before I end the video tonight, I'm going to make some gravy. I got my burner on, and the first thing that goes in is going to be bacon grease. The best kind. You can use sausage grease, whatever, but you need grease. Can't waste this, and I can't let it sit there. I gotta get this off my spoon. When I make gravy, I make sure that I have everything I'm gonna need, because gravy can go quickly. And then you're in a pickle because you can't start grabbing stuff. Let me get this big old chunk of burnt bacon out. Alright. What you hear in the background is water. I'm trying to get it hot. Alright, you're going to need flour. You can use self-raising or all-purpose. You're going to need salt and pepper, milk. That's what you're going to need. Milk, salt and pepper, and flour. And hot water. At least a cup, or maybe 2 cups, maybe 3 cups. I just fill a cup about like that up and set it to the side. I'll show you why you may need that. Okay. Just gonna grab me a measuring cup. Doesn't matter. I'm just using it for flour anyways. And all I'm looking for is it to be thick enough, and I'll show you, that when you move your spoon or your whisk, it stays separated. And you can, it's doing it already. Like that was, you want that to happen, right? It's what's happening there in the middle. So you can go a little thicker. You can go up to where, I'll show you. You can go up to where it kind of clumps. like those clumps, you can do that too. Now, all you're trying to do right now is brown your gravy. That's it. Then you're going to need a lot of salt. Now, if you use canned milk or like a skim, I've made it one other time with like a 1% milk. It's not as sweet as whole milk, but you probably won't need the water neither because it's already watered down. All you're doing right now is browning your flour. And it depends how high you have your burner, how fast this goes. But I'm telling you, gravy will get away from you so fast if you put that burner too high. So keep it on I've got mine on about 7. Well, yeah, right at 7. Mine goes up to 9 on my burner. No, I guess that might be 10. It goes up to 10. You're just browning it, that's all. You can let it sit. You don't have to stir as much as I am. The only reason I'm stirring this much is because sometimes the closest part to the pan down there, when it's kind of tall like what I've got it, will brown and you didn't see it. So I just try to keep it stirred so I can watch that part. Because it'll, I'm telling you, it can. Depending on the heat of your burner, it can get away from you. It'll start to stick at the bottom and get browner. The most important part of gravy, making gravy, is coming up next. It is when you add the milk to this, you have got to stir. And you have got to stir good and quickly. Because this is, you have to get this mixed in with the milk so that it can thicken. And if you take your time or you pour it and walk away, it's not going to do what it's supposed to do. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this salty enough, but it's getting brown enough. Alright, I think I have enough milk. Let me get my, I got another jug just in case. Yeah, that's funny. I might make, I can't remember if last year we used it all or not. Okay. Like I said, I'm making this for our morning breakfast at church in the morning. So I want to have enough. I think last year I poured it in my crock pot. After I cooked it, I poured it in the crock pot to keep it warm. Because we don't eat breakfast until after the resurrection morning service at 7. So it'll probably be sitting in the crock pot for an hour or more. And the colder the gravy gets, the more, not solid, but it just gets thicker. We're getting a little thicker. It's finally getting some heat to it. I don't know if you can tell, it's not. It's not sloshing as thin. When it gets right up to temperature, it'll start to boil, but it climbs on this pan. I've overrun many a pan. Like I said, because I use that frying pan. Yeah, we're getting there. It's getting thicker. Just a minute more, and then we're going to turn it off because, like I said, you get it too thin, and as it cools, it's almost there. The water, I'm not going to need it, but sometimes if your burner is too high, it'll thicken so fast. And if you have hot water on hand, you just pour, I don't know, maybe half a cup in there, and it'll thin it out a little bit. But you turn the heat off immediately. If you have to put water in there, turn the heat off because it's just getting thicker and thicker. I'm about there. I wish I had, and I hate to dirty another spoon, but I'm gonna. See how it's stuck to the spoon? That's gravy. Now, you can get it a little thicker. Like I said, the longer that it sits. I'm going to turn my burner off. It's cooked. We're done. Alright, and it's now beginning to boil as I turned it off. Now, as it boils, it will get thicker, so I'm going to move it off. Alright, before I end this video, I just want to tell everybody, hope you have a happy Resurrection Day tomorrow. And remember that Jesus is the reason we're celebrating tomorrow, because he rose from the dead. And we will see y'all the next day.